What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Jerry. You guys, I'm kind of upset reading this. Jerry Springer has passed away. Y'all, I never got a chance to go to a Jerry Springer show, and I wanted to because they are filmed in Stamford, Connecticut. And I lived there, and I never got tickets to go. And it was like downtown from where I lived, and I never got an opportunity to go. So this is making its rounds. Jerry Springer's cause of death confirmed as pancreatic cancer. His illness was sudden. I didn't even know he was sick. Like, I think I saw him around social media and I was like, oh, he looks a little aged, but he looks good, you know? And he was 70, was he 79? Anyway, I'm reading an article here off of People magazine. It's called it says the famed talk show is remembered as a kind and generous person. I think they meant to put talk show host, who never lost sight of his roots, by longtime rabbi who visited him the week before he died. After Jerry Springer's family shared that the daytime host had died nearly early Thursday following a brief illness, People has confirmed that Jerry Springer's death was a result of cancer. Man, y'all, I remember seeing these shows. I remember seeing Jerry Springer, and he sometimes he would he would go along with the guests. He would crack jokes. He would have his little slick comments. Sometimes you would catch him laughing at certain situations. Like, at some point you knew, like, it's like, okay, this stuff is scripted. And then him having Steve on the show too, that was hilarious. But like, it sold, like, millions of people watched Jerry Springer, and even though it was like one of those, sometimes you would be like, yo, is it real? Is it scripted? Sometimes he'd like let stuff happen, move out of the way. Jerry Springer was cool with me, man. All right, so it says here, family spokesperson and longtime friend Gene Galvin also told NBC News he died from pancreatic cancer. Springer's longtime friend and religious leader, Rabbi Sanford Kopnick of the Valley Temple in Cincinnati, told People that the Jerry Springer show host's illness was sudden. So I guess it was probably aggressive, and maybe he caught it late, and it just, unfortunately took him out pretty quickly. He hasn't been sick for a long time, the rabbi stated. Springer, 79, whom he visited last week, he died of cancer, and he didn't have cancer very long. That's kind of scary, isn't it? Like, being diagnosed with cancer and not having it too long and it taking you out that quick. That's why it's so important for you guys to understand how important it is to take care of your health. And I know that this affects a lot of men. So men, please take care of yourselves. And women, of course, but you know what I mean. Describing the former Cincinnati mayor's overall nature, Kopnick said that Springer was a kind and generous person who was not really best pictured on his television show. There was much more to him than the Jerry Springer show, he continued. He was very, very smart. He was a remarkable family man, and he was somebody who understood what it means to pay it forward. Kopnick added, he always knew his good fortune. He never took it for granted, when he certainly could have moved on to another congregation. After I arrived in this one, not only did he stay, but he did what he could to make it thrive. Springer was also always willing to assist the congregation, whether it was to help MC an interfaith dialogue, or meet with our high school kids, or be the featured speaker at a men's club event. He never said no. He may have needed to figure out how to schedule it, but he never said no. He wasn't really a resident of Cincinnati, other than when he was contemplating running for office. So as a result, it always meant that he always, at his expense, would fly in for a day or two, and he was just so kind and so generous and very unassuming. He never lost sight of his roots, he continued. He understood the great fortune that his family had in escaping Germany and ending up in England and then moving here. Oh, Springer was best known for hosting 27 seasons of his syndicated talk show, and he also headlined the reality series Judge Jerry for 3 seasons and briefly served as a judge on America's Got Talent. He was also the 56th mayor of Cincinnati in the 1970s before pursuing a career in media. Aw, rest in peace, Jerry Springer. It kind of sucks to hear when people get sick, and just it's scary to think that an illness or a sickness can take you out like that. You know what I mean? And it can happen to anyone, but take care of yourselves, people. But man, and just hearing how much of a good person he was. Like, he seemed to be a really good guy, despite his show, which was absolute chaos. It was probably the opposite of who he was, but it rated well. 27 seasons of the Jerry Springer Show. He did his thing. He came in, and hopefully he lived a very, very amazing, loving, kind life. Praying for his family. Jerry. Leave your comments down below, you guys. Give me your comments. Let me know what you guys think. Did you guys watch Jerry Springer? Did you guys get to go to a show? I have never. I couldn't believe I didn't, because it was always filmed downtown from where I lived, and I just never. I know people who got tickets to go. And I think I know people who actually had people on stage as guests. Like, it's crazy, but yeah, it's sad, but hopefully he didn't suffer too much at all. And it said that he went peacefully, so that's a good thing. So anyway, you guys, leave your comments down below. If you haven't done so, please subscribe to my channel, hit like, share, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you guys can get notified whenever I pop up on your feed. I'll see you guys later. Toodles!